What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back. I have a fan on because it's so hot in this room. I just need to listen to see if you guys can hear it. Because if you guys can hear it, I'll turn it off. Yeah, you can. What about if I... I think it's too loud. I think it's not bad. It's not annoying. Okay, all right, cool. Because it's insanely hot in here, so I've gone out and bought like a little air conditioning unit thing because the thing's like plugging out the window and it's cooling me down here, and I'm hoping it's gonna actually help. And let me just move it out of the way a little bit. Cool. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna stand up today. Well, I'm glad it's not noisy for you guys, because for me it's really noisy. I'm actually gonna, for time being, we'll turn it down. But yeah, happy Friday, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Hopefully the stream quality is okay today. I have Wi-Fi turned off on absolutely everything. The new router hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately. So I hope it's okay. Let me let the guys in on Zoom. Let me close some of these tabs. Too much crap open. Let me get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. All right, cool. Let me let the Zoom guys in as well. All right, cool. Excuse me. All right, what's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Morning, good afternoon, good morning, man, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, man, welcome back. It's first day of the month, first day of summer here in Australia, first day of the month, first day of Christmas. So we have that monthly candle to look over on gold and plan out some levels for the entire month, which is good.
Man.
Yo, man, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, man. Let me just check the quality of the stream. Yeah, the stream looks alright. It's alright to me. Bless you. Thank you. I'll let a couple more guys join and then we will get started in a second. Brian, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. What time is it? 7 AM London time. Cool. Alright. YouTube fam, drop a little like for the stream. We'll get started as soon as we hit 10 likes. What's up? What's up? We got some interesting levels on gold today. Some very interesting levels. A very big monthly candle as well. A very historical monthly candle. So you guys are witnessing history on gold right now, which will start running over. Let me just make this chart a little bit smaller. Let me bring this over a little bit. Let me share my screen probably to you guys right there. Cool, there we go. Let me just bring this over. How does that look? Cool. Let me bring it up. It's too big. I have to readjust this every time. And my screen's too big. Alright, cool. That'll do. Alright, let's jump into it. Afternoon all, good afternoon, man. What's up? Yeah, well, we have had the monthly close on gold. We've had that monthly close above 2,000, which is huge. First time ever in the history of gold have we seen that monthly close above 2,000. I'm going to get rid of all these levels. This is where we spoke about yesterday, for anyone who wasn't on the stream, where we spoke about most retail traders will be buying off this support, putting their stop loss just below that low, and you want to be trading into where most people are trying to short. So liquidity levels got grabbed very, very well yesterday. There was lovely shorts from around this region. Once it grabbed the highs, you guys on Zoom already know from the market call, and retested and ripped back down. Now I'm gonna get rid of all these levels because we're gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna hide these positions, and let's just look at some price action here on this monthly close. Remember, you don't need to always check your monthly closes. Sorry, don't need to always check the monthly, but once you have had the monthly close, you know you want to see how it closes. You can paint a picture of what's going to happen coming into next month, because you can see how clean October closed bullish above all these highs, and then in November you came back down, you retested. If you got buys from these regions in November, just breaking above 1950, coming back down for the retest, you know, you would have made like over 1,000 ticks. So understanding what the monthly is going to do is very, very important. So we'll get rid of this. We'll mark on 19. All I really care about on the monthly is 1950 and 2000. I've already got on there. Look at that. So yeah, for the first time ever on gold, first time ever, you've seen November 23 close above 2,000 for the first time ever in the history of gold, which is pretty interesting. And now for me on gold, this brings on a lot of upside. And the next target above there is 2050. So I've never had to draw on our 50 level that high. There we go, 2050. So these are the levels we always want to be trading: 1950, 2000, 2050, and then we'll be looking at 21 as well. So we'll mark on 21, as that'll be a potential buy level once you get more of a bottom wick on this monthly. And I also want to be marking on. I actually have a feeling that these highs got grabbed on a different exchange. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, they did. Is it double? They've already been grabbed. I'll have a look on the futures chart. But that big resistance has already been grabbed on another exchange. But because you come so close to it, it's very likely that you're still going to see gold spike up a lot higher this month. And like I said yesterday, December's historically a bullish month for gold. So at any bottom wicks, you know, you want to be looking for some longs. So if we just, have I got two levels there? Look at that, I got two levels hiding behind each other. What's going on? Let's zoom into this a bit. So now that you've got, like, very simple, even if you don't want to look at, you know, the psychological levels, from a very, very simple technical analysis perspective, you've had this huge resistance. You've bounced off once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So when you, same as if you're trading this on the 5 minute, pretend this is a 5 minute chart, exactly the same thing. Anytime you see it bounce like 3, 4 times of a level of resistance, most people will be trying to do something like this. Retails go short here, they have their stop just above this high, and you want to be buying up into it. Obviously it's the monthly, so it's going to take a little bit longer to play out, but that's what we want to be looking to buy into. 2020 on GC hasn't been grabbed yet. Yeah, nice. That's what I was going to check. That's what I just wanted to make sure. If it hasn't been grabbed on the futures chart, you know, that's still a pretty nice level. Yeah, nowhere near it on the futures chart. Look at that. So on the futures chart, it's even nicer. You've got like kind of trend line coming on like down this. So yeah, still, to me, still some upside on gold. Now, what do we want to see this month? What we want to see pretty much is, well, this is the last day of the month. Let me just, before we go too crazy, let me just quickly check the calendar. I think NFP's next week. What have you got today? Oh, you got the Fed speaking today at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. London time, so I very likely will be trading US session. And you got manufacturing PMI at 3 p.m. today as well. So depending on how that news comes out, that could start to give you a bottom wick. Because we go on to the daily on gold and just have a look. I'm gonna get rid of these levels now. We already know where we are. I want to look at our intraday levels. Look at that, straight bounce off 250, instant like 160 plus tick dip. So yesterday you did come down and you grabbed previous daily lows, which I was saying we would have to do before a potential move up. You're going to have to come down, grab previous daily lows before pushing higher. So now that you've wicked out previous daily lows but not actually closed below the support and you're still holding it, you know, you may be now coming up to grab liquidity at previous daily highs. So we've liquidated daily lows, so now where do we want to target? We want to target daily highs, and this is why I'm not shorting any shorts right now into that daily bottom wick. There's also the bottom wick of the monthly, which could take ages to play out. It doesn't have to happen today, but this is previous daily highs up here that you may be looking to target on gold. 4 hour, is in this range. There were still nice opportunities yesterday though, so we'll mark on the kind of intraday levels we want to be watching today. So we bounced off that support already, created support down there, and you're currently creating some resistance right here, and you can just adjust it a little bit. Resistance, support, little fake out, break, resistance. So it looks like this is the potential range that you're going to be playing with today of 70 plus ticks. Unless you break above, then you got buys into previous daily highs, which is also a nice little double top up here as well. So anyone who was shorting gold on Thursday, where are their stops going to be? Their stops are going to be just above this high. So even people shorting from all of this resistance, where's their stop going to be? Just above that high, looking for this big play down. So it's very likely that if you start to get closures above here, you're going to see some buys up into where most retail traders are trying to short. So any closures above this level, and that could be your opportunity today, which would be like 50 plus ticks, which is very, very nice. You probably got a little intraday. Asia didn't really do anything today. Just kind of range as expected. It's the first day of the month. You don't want to go too crazy on the first and last day of the month. Is that a little double bottom down there as well? Yeah, you kind of got a little double bottom down there as well. Look at that, a little double bottom down there that you may see grabbed once you start coming down to create that bottom wick on the monthly, which is around here. You're very likely to just grab these lows as well. But for now, to me, it looks like you want to come up and grab some of this resistance. So you probably want to see maybe closure above this resistance to see this push back up into these highs. Looks like some pretty nice levels to me, to be honest. If I want to go, and then again, you got a nice liquidity level here to watch as well. Sorry, this one here, because what did you not do before this push up? You never wicked out the lows. So this is also going to be a level where you could potentially short into. So you got liquidity up here, liquidity down here, and liquidity down here. Now you want to see where price is going to break out. It's too hot. So nice levels here. There's not really much to say in Asia. Where's Asia? Asia's pushed up, broke out, retested, pushed down, closed back into the range, and now you're kind of just chopping in this little level. So I'm not going to get too caught up in this. But if you start breaking above, you got amazing buys. If you start breaking below, you got amazing sells. So either way today on gold, you got some pretty nice ranges to play, which is great. That's what you want to see. And you got that, like I say, there's no bottom wick on this daily, and also obviously no bottom wick on this monthly, which is down here. So that's the daily open that has no bottom wick. So today's opened and instantly pushed up. If you go look at gold on the daily, the amount of times you see it close or open with no top or bottom wick is very rare. It happened here last week twice, and that's probably the most rarest time you see it happen twice. But for the most part, you're always going to come down and create that top or bottom wick. So this could easily just be pulling back up, maybe grab these highs, and then technicals, you may start to correct all the way back down to where's the next level, 2000. You may not come that low, but you could easily see this monthly come down and create a bottom wick, like maybe back down here, just the level that we've reacted in the past. So maybe come back down and retest. Let's see how 2020 looks. Yeah, a potential bottom wick on the monthly on gold back down into 2020 looks like a pretty nice place to look for some sells for me. So if you start grabbing these highs and then start closing back below here, overall today, depending on how that news comes out, you could look for some shorts down into that 2020. How's this week looking? We are also in the last day of the week. Yeah, weekly's also very, very bullish. If you're going to see a pullback to 2020, unless it happens on news, you'll probably reject today, and then next week will come up, grab the highs, and then maybe following week you may get something like that. I'd be surprised if this today comes all the way down into 2020, and ends up closing back below the resistance like this. But who knows? Anything can happen on gold. That'll be completely dependent on the news. But I would expect this weekly, probably close somewhere around here. Next week, come up, grab the highs, probably close a bit doji, and then you could be looking for that pullback. Pretty much something like this. Reject next week, come and grab the highs, and then you could see that pullback before then re-pushing higher. But that's obviously that's an overall outlook. In terms of what I want to see in London, I want to see if you can get some potential shorts down into these lows, because you're trading below resistance, so you don't want to look for longs. You can look for longs once you close above, but if you trade below resistance, you just want to go short. So for time being, if we can see some breakouts, where would you be if you were at break even? You got 25 ticks into these lows, and then you got 50 plus into the opening price, which is pretty nice. The likelihood of us creating a bottom wick today, it's more likely than not. But if you don't create one today, then it'll probably get wicked out maybe coming into next week. But let's see if we, like I say, if you break above here, buys up into this double top, because that's going to be even any retail trader who's trying to short gold right now off this resistance, where's their stop going to be? Either above here or probably above here. And that's going to be a nice level where you want to be looking for potential buys into. And if you do close above there, getting bottom weight from around here, you have like 50 ticks, which is amazing. I'll take half of that today. Let's start the month off. Let me just get up Ninja, just in case. There you go. Cool. Alright. So we've got 1 more minute to this first 15 of the sessions are going to close. So we'll see how this 15 is going to close. Fire drill on top step. I have no idea, man. Absolutely no idea. I'm not too sure. 15's looking pretty nice here. 15 has already, come up and wicked out some highs here. So could you have sells below this 15 low? Back down into here. Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, 15, 15, I may drop down to the 5 soon. See how this 15 is going to close, and you may start be able to drop down to the 5 in a second. You've actually had a nice little grab here. You've wicked out some highs and started to pull back down, so how's that 5 looking? It's a little bit choppy, but it's a very nice level to short into down here. I may have some sells here soon on gold actually. 20 ticks, yeah, not bad. 20 ticks into lows, and your stop loss is probably just going to go above the high. Like here. Don't need any higher than that. If it's going to break that, you're going to push up much higher anyway. Your first TP with there, you're going to see if this can run all the way back down into there. And you kind of have a little trend line coming up like this. So anyone who's trying to buy gold right now is going to be having stops like somewhere down here or somewhere down here. You got this liquidity level to come and grab as well. Because anyone who is buying gold from here, their stop loss is going to be below the previous low, so you're going to be shorting into that. So, with that being said, I think we may have a sell stop in a second on gold. If you start to throw some rejections on gold, you could have a sell stop in a second. Sell stop below this previous low. So this is the top wick on the 15 as well, and you want to be risking off this 15 high, because like I say, if you break this 15 high, you're probably just going to drive higher. So there's no need to have a stop loss like all the way up here, because if you break this, you're just going to go higher. If this current 15 can start to reject. Look, how's the 30 looking? 30's, yeah, 30 is a little bit choppy. See, it's the only thing. If it doesn't flip bearish, you don't get tagged into the sell. So who cares? Let's see. I'll look to put it in once you actually start to reject. If you start to break these highs, you could consider longs. Too strong just yet to jump in. Okay, it's looking like you're probably going to come and break the high. If you do break the high, I'd want to see this 30 close nice and bullish and engulf the previous and come somewhere near here. Because it has that 30 looking. Yeah, you kind of come down, you've wicked out previous 30 lows. And now you're trying to re-break the highs. So if you close back above the previous highs, then that's when you could switch the bias and start being open to some longs. How's the hourly looking? Yeah, hourly's not really. Hourly's still looking pretty bearish to me. You've come up, you've wicked out the highs, you've still closed below this level. So this could easily be a top wick on the hourly to come and push down. So you'd probably want to wait for the hourly to flip bearish if you're going to get some sells. Let's see, if you all of a sudden start rejecting, this is a pretty nice top wick within the first like 3 minutes of this 15, which is nice. So as long as you respect this, I'm still open for this pulling down, and I'll probably just risk off this high. You have to see where that's gonna close first. I'm gonna get my charts. Let me go on the bigger screen here. Let me just clean this. I mean, you can see gold's in an overall big range now since tapping into 1950, which is pretty expected. I'm just gonna adjust these little hourly levels. There.
More screens, more profits.
Absolutely. Direct correlation. Yeah, more screens, more profits, absolutely. It's just going to use this one. I'm going to use this chart for the 30 and keep this on the 15. I don't want to go lower than 15 just yet. Have you considered using our platform to show order types, stops, icebergs? I don't know what icebergs are. I've had like a book map before, but I don't really find too much value in it. People can just fake orders on all of that as well. It's just another thing to look at. Just trading into double tops and double bottoms works well enough that I don't really kind of need to find like an external tool that tries to show it or that does show it. They can be useful, but yeah, I don't need it.
Hey, Aaron, Sammy's just sent out his sell signal in the Telegram group.
Oh, full margin.
Yeah, Sammy said full margin sells.
100 please.
Please have a look at US 30 and your thoughts on it. Yeah, we'll take a look. I'm just watching gold here to see if it's gonna 15's gonna flip bearish. I'm not gonna go down to 5 minutes, not looking very nice, but yeah, I'll have a look at US 30. Oh, huge breakouts on US 30. Oh, look at these levels from however long ago that was. It's the last time I looked at US 30. US 30 looks like it's just on a crazy run. Was this yesterday? Yeah, this was yesterday. You came down, you wicked out some lows yesterday. Nice little morning star, then pushed higher. As of right now, you can't really say too much. It's incredibly bullish. Incredibly bullish. How did the monthly close? Yeah, look at that monthly close on now. You're just gonna see it continue run back up into these highs. You may get a very quick bottom wick, like back down into here. Unlikely to happen today. But you'll probably see US 30 come back up into these highs pretty easily. I think December's a very bullish month in the Dow as well, I believe. December, where is that? December last year was bearish. It was 21, yeah, 21 was bullish. It's going too high now. Probably the same as Nas. It looks like everything ripped right at that monthly close, which is pretty nice. Oh no, actually no, Nasdaq hasn't done too much. I think Nasdaq will probably give you a better opportunity than US 30 will, because it's not as overextended now. Had a nice juicy breakout. If you close below the support, you probably see Nasdaq come down a little bit lower. Same as the Russell actually. You know, all of these ones are lagging behind compared to the Dow, which is pretty interesting. You probably see this spike down a little bit lower. Come and grab some more liquidity. So we've got a little double top there on the Russell. This is anywhere today on gold. See, I would love to see this 30 close bullish, because anywhere here today, you know, you could just chop in here until the Fed speaks later on. It still can be a worthwhile range though. You already had bounces at 630, but it's still a 40 tick range, which is still nice. So if this 30 on gold closes bullish, you know, I'll look for buys up into this resistance. Similar to the little 5-minute scalp I took yesterday. Ooh, look at that. A nice sell-off to end the month on the euro as well. Very nice. You can see the euro come a bit higher though. Anyone who trades euro USD or euro futures, you're very likely to see this come up and grab previous monthly wicks. Pull back a little bit probably, and then you're going to see that come higher. Create like a nice bottom wick, and then be looking for a nice push. There's a lovely morning star there on euro futures. Very, very nice. Oh, it's hot, man. It's hot. It's the first day of summer here in Australia, and it's all of a sudden absolutely roasting. That fan's a bit too noisy though. And we got five minutes till we're going to see this 30 close on gold. Audi does actually have a bottom wick. -1 here in London. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, it's I don't know what's the weather here today. It's damn hot though. I went for a swim. It was 33 here today. It's not to rub it in your face, man, but it was 33 here today. I can't complain. Just, yeah, it's weird having, you know, December time in it being so hot, but you know, I kind of like it, to be honest. What do I think of oil? Let's have a look. 33. Wait until 40 plus days. Yeah, hell no, man. 3 degrees in Bournemouth was snowing yesterday. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oil. Oh, look at that oil. So I spoke about oil last week coming up to grab previous weekly highs before a potential push down. Well, now you've wicked out previous weekly highs on oil. And if you start closing on oil, by the time this week closes back below 75 and at least, you know, hold below 80, you're probably going to see oil dip back down a little bit more. I don't really trade oil, but it was nice to see it pretty much following the exact same plan as gold, of wicking previous weekly highs and potentially pushing back down. So you kind of almost have a double bottom here on oil. So you could be shorting down into this weekly low. Goldie's starting to reject the last 3 minutes here. I'm going to go down to the 5 just in case it starts flipping aggressively. Let me just change this to the 15. I want to watch this 15. So I still, we haven't rebroken previous 15 highs, so I could still have sells in the break of this 15 low. But this current 5 would have to start to flip pretty bearish soon. You can see you're creating a lot of liquidity at all these points. That point there. I'm not going to mark on because you're going to tap into there, but all of these points now on gold become liquidity levels.
I'm holding a half risk just until it eventually creates that bottom wick, because there's also all those 4-hour lows that haven't been grabbed all the way down.
Yeah, where's my 4-hour chart? Let me see.
And there's almost like a trend line too, in the 4-hour where all the lows are sort of staggered, which you'll see.
So you're gonna have. It's gonna be a support. Yeah, if you've got some sells, you could have runners down into like 2038. It's like a pretty actually. I'll bring it up. We'll just bring it to there. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, potential. You just grab previous. Wait, have you just grabbed previous 4-hour highs, or is that a double top? Yeah, you have. You just wicked out previous 4-hour highs. So now that you've grabbed the highs, you may come down and target the lows. So yeah, if anything, to me, I am still open to sells. Ooh, look at this 15 now in the last 2 minutes here. Are we going to see this flip bearish in the last 2 minutes here on gold? It's looking possible. I'm just going to make this 15 chart a little bit bigger so you guys can see it properly. I'll go to the hourly once we get this 30 close. Let's have a look at this 30. So 30's wicked out previous hourly highs now, failing to close above. And I'm going to change this to the 5-minute chart here just in case you start to see some nice closures. But yeah, I would love to short this all the way down into here. Might have to come to Australia. Yeah, do it, man. Yeah, Australia's good. Australia's the best, man. But yeah, oil. I was saying on oil. So your oil's come up, wicked out them previous weekly highs and closed back bearish. So to me on oil, you want to be looking for some sells back down into here, because if you look at oil on the daily, I'm just watching gold on the side here, so I don't want to miss it. You're going to very likely come down and grab all of these lows, because before this current push up on oil, you never grabbed any lows, but you've now grabbed the highs. So at any pullback, even just retesting this current level now, like 76 is a nice place to start looking for some sells. 1 minute till this 15 closes on gold. It's come up so close to that previous 15, but it hasn't grabbed it, respected it, and you may actually flip from here. But yeah, oil, I think you'll see oil go lower. On an intraday, could you pull back a little bit more? Yeah, possibly. You kind of already broken below 77 again, retested and dropped down, so that was a lovely place to sell. You can see how well that $77 is respected. But yeah, you may spike out some highs a little bit more, but overall, I would say you want to be looking for some sells on oil. If I had to give a bias, you want to be looking for some shorts. Shorts down into back down into 74 is probably going to be a pretty easy target. 25 seconds to this 15 is going to flip bearish on gold. If I had a sell stop in, I would be cancelling it right now, because it's not just going to open and drop, or if it does, so be it. Oh, look at that. Last 13 seconds here. What are you going to do, gold? You just grab previous 5-minute lows. You're going to close below it. We get an instant top wick, you still have sells on the cards. There's not a whole heap of volume here though. If there's not a whole heap of volume, it means you might need to grab liquidity even more. So 15 has just opened and instantly pushed down. That's fine, I need to see it push up. Let me go back to this 5-minute chart. I got too many.
It's going to be a big month for gold this month. I heard Santa's giving out gold bars to everyone.
Yeah, he is, man. I'm top of the list, I think. I'm pointing 10 ticks. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, that's not a silly question. Yeah, 10 ticks, and then if you do it like this, it'll give you the points. So we go 60 to 61. So this is the ticks, and then this is the points, man. That's not a silly question at all. Yeah. So each dollar move is a point. There you go, Goldie. Have you used Bookmap? No, I used to look at it a little bit when I first moved into futures, but now I don't look at it anymore personally. Just another thing to look at that I don't really need to. I've not really, people could throw fake orders on the Bookmap as well, so it doesn't. It's just another thing to look at that I don't really need to. Some people like it. Some people in Discord use it, and they use it pretty well and they enjoy it. I just personally just something else to look at. I just find I don't really need. What's your thoughts on gold right now? Just got in since I've watched you. I'm 400 away from being funded. Thank you so much. Southeast Kentucky, trying to escape the matrix. Good man, good job. I'm just waiting for a breakout here on gold. I had potential sales in that previous 15, but it didn't flip. So I think you're gonna probably just mess around a little bit more. If I was to really zoom in on this 30, you know, you can kind of see you're within this little annoying range, like this. This is kind of what you're really working with here. You got this resistance, support, resistance, fake out, resistance. So you know you're kind of trapped within this, and this is a 11 tick range. You know, I can scalp 11 pip range if I really want to, but I would rather see a clean break with some good volume. About BTC, let's have a look. BTC. Oh yeah, how did Bitcoin close on the monthly? I think we spoke about Bitcoin yesterday. Did it still rip into the monthly close? Let's have a look. Yeah, Bitcoin monthly closed above 35,000, which is pretty big. You'll probably see 40 and 45 tapped before any deep pullbacks again. You know, technically we're still in an overall bear market, and this is just a correction to dip back lower, but you're still very likely going to spike up a little bit more, which is what you'd want to see, because if you're going to see some big sells on Bitcoin again, like another wave of selling, you want more people to come into the market, and you want the greed index to increase. I don't know what it is right now. I haven't checked it, but let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the sentiment on Bitcoin. Yeah, so sentiment on Bitcoin is this is updated today. You know, the markets, most people in the markets right now are being very, very greedy. We've been greedy for the past 3 months. So the more that greed index increases, the more likely you'll pull back and just have some deep corrections. And then once you see the fear picking up, then amazing, that's where you want to keep selling. So as soon as you start tapping into 40,000, that's when all of a sudden the headlines start talking about fucking Bitcoin again. Every average Joe jumps back in, and before you know it, you'll see it all the way back down. So let greed increase a little bit more, and then you can see some nice pullbacks again. Like I say, I mean, technically you're still in a bear market, so don't get too greedy. The thing is, if you've caught nice bounces like buying off 25 into 35, you've already made in terms of percentage return, you've already made 40%, which is incredible. So if you've already made that, take it and run.
Bitcoin to the moon.
Bitcoin to the moon. Bitcoin to 10k.
Moon boys, where are you?
Yeah, you can actually, to be fair, last time you closed above 35,000, that's when you saw that big push. So historically, 35 is a pretty steep level of support. So even if you don't tap into 40 and you come back down, buys off 35 up into these highs are also still pretty nice, and you got this big trend line coming up down here as well. Crypto trend lines are a little different, but crypto trend lines can pull all the way back up to the back of these trend lines, all the way up here, before dropping back down. That's what XRP did when I used to look at it. I deleted my trend line now, but I had a trend line coming on I think it was like this or something. Maybe it was like this. It came back up, retested, and dropped. So you can still see that being respected on Bitcoin. XRP looks a little bit more bearish than anything. You can see XRP back down to 45 again soon. How's this 15 looking? I don't like. I want to watch it on the currency chart. I don't like the fact that futures has no top wick, because it does on the currency, and it's throwing me off. See, it does. You've got a little top wick. So you just came out and you just wicked out this previous low. You're going to spike down a little bit more. I would have loved to have been in the sales already, but I don't think it's going to move just yet. I don't think it's just ready. Not ready to drop just yet. I think if we were going to drop, we would have dropped off the previous 15. But the fact that we didn't shows there's not a whole heap of volume just yet. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. All the cryptos. I don't have any. I personally don't have any money in crypto at the minute. I had some buys on the XRP push, but I don't have anything in crypto at the minute. You've got Cardano trading back around that 40 cent region. Very big resistance. You'll probably come and grab the highs one more time, and then who knows? Come back down and play the range. 25. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people are starting to think that crypto's back into a potential bull market, which there's absolutely no reason to show that just yet. But I know some people who are currently in some longs on crypto and are currently up good returns. So I hope they actually take the money and wait, because before you know it, you could easily see it dip back down. People are always looking for that jackpot rip on crypto. Unfortunately, you missed it. But whilst waiting for this Goldie here, so it's the reason I'm not jumping in sales. You just grab the lows and re-push them back higher. You've just grabbed previous 30 lows as well, which is actually quite nice. Let me just see how this hourly's looking. Yeah, so you have a potential morning star here, but you also kind of have an evening star as well. So unless this 15 on gold breaks above, yeah, I'd say probably breaks at least above there, you could have some buys. But this hourly, this to me, the upside looks like a reversal, but the downside also looks like a reversal to go higher. So we'll probably be careful of that hourly. But if this 30, starts to close bullish after grabbing these lows, you may see some highs as well. Some highs get grabbed, which could maybe be back around here, or maybe even it's actually kind of almost like a little double top there now as well, actually. So you grabbed that high, tried to push down, but you've also got a double top up here as well. Here and lately been trading really well. I want to try and increase risks. I lose objectively. How do I go from increasing risk from 1 to 2 contracts? Just keep doing it until you feel comfortable. Like even the first time I traded 10 contracts, it was very daunting and scary. So then you go back to trading like 5. You get comfortable on 5 again, then you jump back up to 10. If it still feels a bit risky, go back down to 5, and eventually you'll get to a point where 2 is just like trading 1. But just don't focus on the money too much. If you trade on TradingView, change your charts to ticks and get used to seeing that as opposed to money, because then you're going to scale up much quicker. Obviously, your mind's probably automatically going to be drawn to looking at the money, but try not to focus on it too much. Just think in terms of ticks and percent as opposed to the dollar amount, and just do it until it feels comfortable. And just trade the exact same way. You just grab previous 5 highs now. Now you're gonna grab in previous lows. 5 just closed slightly doji. We're gonna have to see the next 15 close. 5 just closed with less than 2 ticks of a body. Mind recapping on what you think on gold? You can just scroll back, man. Yeah, well, I mean, I gave like a big monthly analysis on gold when I started, but you can scroll back. But as of right now, I'm just waiting for a breakout here, to be honest. I was looking for some sells off this 15 to come and grab these lows and these lows down here, which I think you're going to see grab today. But I just have no volume to take it into that just yet. But you should be able to scroll back and see like my overall outlook, because gold has closed above 2,000 on the monthly for the first time ever. So you guys have witnessed gold closing above 2,000 on this stream, which is a very historical moment for gold, because you've never ever seen that before in the history of gold. I don't trade silver, but let's see if silver's breaking some. What's silver again? Is that silver? Yeah. Is silver ripping like gold as well? Is it closing above some historical levels? Nah, not really. Silver's nowhere near. Fuck, silver looks like a fucking crypto chart. Holy shit. What did silver peak to what? Silver peaked to $50? Still looks like a pretty nice time to buy some silver. Yeah, not bad. It looks like a fucking crypto chart. Yeah, you've had a very is that no top wick on that monthly? No. You've had some pretty strong monthly closes across quite a lot. How did the pound close for the month? Yeah, pound closed nice and strong as well. So yeah, you've had some very nice closes this month. No, nice little morning star as well. Any bottom wicks will probably take this higher, which is very nice. How's the Australian dollar closed as well? Probably just as strong. Yeah, not as strong as something like the euro, but still, you got Australian dollar closing pretty strong and closing back above what, like 0.65, which is the first time since back in November last year. Last time you closed above this, you saw a pretty decent spike higher. Anyone who's interested in Australian dollar futures, 0.65 was a big psychological level. You break above it, you retest, you drive higher. Break below it, retest, tried to push down, break back above. Respect it, break it, retest, now breaking back above. As long as you got that trading above there, you know, you could see some pretty nice pullbacks on Australian dollar futures as well. Look at this 15 on Goldie. It's the reason I'm not jumping in sells. What is that? Oh, look at that. I don't know when I drew that. When did I draw that? Look at that. That was pretty nice. When was that? That was in September 23. And did you wick out the lows? Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Grab the highs and then grab the lows before the run up. It's a lovely way to trade the trendline liquidity there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Had the monthly close on the New Zealand dollar. Strong. Yeah, some very nice closes on a lot of dollar currencies. Some very nice closes. I don't really look at the DXY, but let's just have a look. Assume it's closed. Pretty bearish, yeah, very bearish. Still, at some point you'll probably see all these grabbed. 15 on Goldie. Closing Doji again, unfortunately. Doji. So 15 can do whatever it wants. I'm not here to trade in choppy price action like this. We're here to get our volume and we're here to dip. So we'll probably have to wait for a 30 break now. If the 15's raging and you want to go back to 30. You resemble the guy on the Wii. Oh, chocolates? I haven't. Let me see. I haven't seen it. Let me Google it. It does actually.
I wonder what Sir Pal's gonna say tonight. He'll probably say hello and everyone will get liquidated.
Yeah, as soon as he even says testing. The markets are going to drop. Testing, testing. Gold drops. Yeah, funny Aussies. Yeah, I might watch it. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, what time does it start? So what? Canadian dollar unemployment claims, which would be important for anyone who's trading oil. Manufacturing PMI, yeah, 3 p.m. London time. That's pretty late for me. I don't think I'll watch that. Yeah, Fed speaking at 4 p.m. and then again at 7 p.m. So I wouldn't recommend anyone to trade past New York today, or trade into New York, I should say. Sorry. It's the last day of the week and the first day of the month, with the Fed speaking later on. Do not ruin your month by jumping in a trade later on in the session because you want to take a trade on the first day of the month and the last day of the week. Be very careful of that. Because he could come out and say absolutely anything and it could change the entire direction of gold, as we know. First time on the stream, looking forward, bro. Thank you, man, appreciate having you on. Hopefully we can catch a nice trade. Hopefully we can catch a nice little position.
They moved our apartments, Aaron, because of the construction was. We complained and they moved us.
Oh, really?
And
You got a better place?
it's nicer, the couch is nicer and the
Nice.
rooms are nicer. Yeah.
Into a completely different building or just a different part of it?
No, same building, floor 29 instead of 35.
Nice.
They're doing like a full blown reno in that apartment. Is crazy.
Mm. Hello. Yeah, it's good they moved you though.
Well, Joe just sent a message saying how long the renovation's going for, and then like half an hour later she just rocked up at the door and she was like, "We're moving."
Oh shit, was it that bad?
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty good.
They've been grinding for like a week straight, and there's like kitchen, like cabinetry in the hallways and stuff. So obviously ripping out tiles and
Oh
kitchen
yeah.
and stuff, and the doors open and talking in the hallway. Goldie's playing range.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but it may chop until London Open here in like 10 minutes. NQ6E ICT Silver Bullet. Maybe take. I don't know what Silver Bullet is. Do I trade ICT or SMC? Nah, neither. Price action. I trade pure price action and liquidity grabs. That's it. I don't know what all these fancy ICT names are. Absolutely no idea what any of these means. I actually put a story in this last night because gold had some incredible moves yesterday off the most simplest of technicals. People always overanalyze and complicate things these days. I don't know what any of these fancy names are. Not to say it doesn't necessarily work, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it's the reason most retail traders fuck up these days because they overanalyze with all these Instagram traders flexing these crazy strategies that make absolutely zero sense. Like I could come on here and use some sort of fancy indicator that pretty much could just show support and resistance, and more people would probably start watching the stream. It's crazy.
It's crazy when you line up some of like the crazy trades where you get with different charts and there's order blocks and different things going around, and like that chart's just one line, like swing up and swing high.
Literally, man, it's crazy. It's just analysis paralysis is what kills most traders these days. It's the reason most traders fail. It'll be very interesting how you trade. Yeah, I posted a trade recap yesterday of the trade we took on Wednesday on stream. You can go check it out. Simple strategy with strong psychology is what you need to succeed. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Obviously, you need a technical edge in the markets, but then you need to have a good mental understanding of the markets as well. Be able to execute well. If you draw a million different confluences on your chart, you're going to hesitate. And the reason most traders fuck up these days is because they can't execute. And they're so worried about, oh, what if price comes into this order block, or what if it comes into this, and this is a change of character, and this is a break of strikes. Like, man, just fucking trade. People just need to trade and just learn from the mistakes and simplify your strategy. The more you overcomplicate the technicals, the more you're going to hesitate mentally. My Bali trip, yeah, Bali trip was good, thank you, man. Bali was good. It was very, very nice. It was very nice. Bali's a cool place. Check your 15. Yeah, I'm not doing anything till it closes. I'm literally not checking it till it closes. If that close to the hourly close now, that you may as well just wait for that. If the hourly breaks out, amazing. See, look, I almost had sells from like here, like this, and look how much, look how long it's taken. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Taken almost 40 minutes to move 5 ticks. If we get a breakout, amazing. But I'm not touching it till it closes. I consider divergence. Now I use exactly what you see here. That's it. Nothing else. This what you see right here is all I use. And maybe some secret moving averages as well. Look. Where's the secret moving averages? There they are. Some secret levels there. Where's the other one? Very secret. Very, very secret. This 30 breaks out here, you know, you still got downside all the way back down here. Let's see how this hourly's looking now. Yeah, hourly's looking pretty juicy here. As soon as we get this hourly closure, quick little top wick and shorts down into 2058. Look good to me. Hopefully it doesn't just absolutely drop there. But we need this to close to confirm. If it does just drop all the way down, then so be it. But I need it to actually close. Close nice and bearish on this hourly, give us a quick top wick and we can have a nice quick short into this London Open. This is good. This is what we want to see. We want to see this breakout right before the Open.
If there's the volume there, it should drive right down into that. I've got 2031.5 on my currency chart as that low.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yesterday's daily low. I think that'll be a nice area to target.
Yeah. Oh, look at this, getting some volume finally. This is good. This is good. This is what we want to see. How much volume have we got in here? 10, 13 ticks. Great, amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna get rid of all the charts. I just want to look at this this one here. I just want one chart open. So we want to see, because you're now just wicking out this double bottom that I said we'd come and grab. But I want to see it actually close below, like here. If you all of a sudden start to wick up, then there'll be no trade. But I want to see it close nice and bearish below here. You got 5 minutes till this hourly is going to close now. So there's no point jumping in a trade right before that. You may as well wait for that hourly to close. Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, see, I want this hourly to break below these lows. If it closes back above these lows, then you know you can just continue to range. I want it to actually close below here. So this hourly close is going to be very key for the next hour. If it does break these lows, you know, top wick and amazing, you're going to have some nice shorts here and down into here, and also this level here as well. And where would you be risking off? You'd probably be risking off maybe like this high here, 16. It's only 10, and then potential 35. Yeah, tricky range. Because if you're looking at hourly now, look at this. You've respected this whole resistance. So you're still respecting this resistance. And now you got a question, well, if you're respecting that resistance, are you also just going to respect this support? Maybe. That's why you have to see it close below. So let me get rid of this now, because we've grabbed the first low. We had that 15 flip before. And now you want to see a top wick into these previous 5 highs. Because you still remember, this is, where's the daily open that I mentioned as well? This is, the daily opens there. So this is that daily open that has no bottom wick. So ideally you want to be shorting down into that. If you can hold it down into that and hold it down into this double bottom, you know, that's going to be a very, very nice catch. From where you're currently sitting, if you close nice and bearish here, top wick into here, you know, it's actually going to be a very, very nice trade. Whether or not it comes in before man like Powell speaks, we'll have to see. But it could be good. See, look at this, last 5 of the hourly. If this closes bullish, you've got to be careful of that hourly wicking out the lows and still closing within the range. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Harry? Good to have you back on the stream, man. So you just created another high. I'm marking on wherever this high is going to close. So if you close nice and bearish, the next hourly is still going to open up, grab the highs before then potentially seeing that nice move back down. So you've got two more minutes till we're going to close here. There's no point marking it now because you're just ripping it every time. So you've grabbed the lows. So if you start to close back above it, you have to be wary that if I was still short from up here, this was our first target that I spoke about when we first came on the stream. So you do have to be aware of that. We had that double bottom marked on. I think it was like, wait, was it this? Or I think it maybe had this one marked on. So if you had any shorts, that's where you want to be having your first TP, because it's the bottom of the range, and it's the level where any retail trader who was buying gold from here, their stop's going to be right below this low. So now you've stopped out most retail traders. So where we were looking to short earlier, which was around here, we hit like 10 ticks, so we would have had to go break even. So if you all of a sudden start ripping back up, you're just going to stay in the range. But let's just see how this hourly closes, because it can do anything here on gold. Look at this. You see this 1 5-minute bearish push, you jump in short, you're straight into drawdown because you FOMO'd into the trade. You can wait for the hourly close. You never want to take a trade on the last 5 minute of the hourly, because even if this hourly closes bearish, the next hourly isn't just going to open and drop. It's still going to give you a top wick. So this is nice. We don't want it to close too bullish, and we don't want it to close too bearish. Close around here, and this is going to be a nice hourly close. All I want to see is the hourly close like below here. So let's just see. Let me just quickly see how it's going to close. Yeah, it's nice. Nice close. Very nice close. So let's just wait 10 seconds. Anything can happen. So you're breaking below the low. So we want a very quick top wick on the open of this next hourly, and then you're going to have a potential short here. It's going to take a while to play out by the looks of it, because there's not a whole heap of volume still, but it's going to be nice. Oh, there you go. Holy shit. Alright. There you go. Alright, cool. Okay. There's that top wick grabbing previous 5-minute high. So now if you can flip bearish, you're going to have some sells on this 5-minute low. Which is going to be here. And if it does flip bearish, you can be risking off wherever this high is going to be. Before you enter the trade, you want to have a hard stop here just to be safe, but your actual stop loss will be wherever this high is going to be if it does flip bearish. So that hourly is opened and instantly pushed up, which is nice. That's exactly what we want to see. Nice 30 close. Nice 15 close. Also grab previous highs, you shouldn't need to come anywhere near that. So if you can see this now start to flip, you could see a nice trade here soon. I haven't put it in just yet. I want to see it start to reject. Just wicked out that previous 5-minute high there, which is, like I say, which is what you wanted to see. That's why you don't sell from here. You wait for it to grab the previous 5 at the open of the next hourly, And now you can be looking for that trade. So as soon as you start to reject it, I'm going to put in a sell stop. May not flip within the first 5 minutes of the hourly. I wouldn't want to see it flip that quick. But if it starts to reject like this, I will. Oh, I haven't put it in just yet. I don't want it to flip. I don't want it to flip within the first 5 minutes of the hourly because it's unlikely to have a big drive just yet. Hard stop's going to be, because hard stop has to be up here. Yeah, I don't want it to flip just yet. If it flips within the first 5 minutes, and it's, you know, you want to see it, especially with gold, you want to see it flipping towards like the middle or end. I mean, if you want to put in, you could put in like a, I'm not going to do it just yet, but you could put in a half risk sell stop here. If the 5 minute doesn't flip, you know, you could just wait. But if it does, you could enter another position if it comes and grabs the highs again. But the good thing about gold right now is volume's actually starting to pick up, which is good. Volume is starting to pick up. How's the 4 hour looking? Fucking hell, look how little the volume is. How's the 4 hour looking? Yeah, so 4 hour, if I do short my max target's probably going to be this low. 4 hour, this looks like a reversal to push higher. Look how much liquidity I haven't actually even grabbed up here. So 4 hour to me looks like gold's going to go higher, which is, you know, painting a picture on a different picture on every single time frame. This to me looks like a lovely reversal formation to push higher. You've wicked out previous daily lows, and you can see this push higher. So if you look at the daily on gold, you still respected this previous low and closed above this support. So you want to be targeting overall today daily highs. Doesn't mean you can't create a bottom wick in the European session, but I wouldn't be holding it for that long. All right, cool. You just gave a little bottom wick there, which is nice. Wait for it to break the low of the previous. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. As soon as it starts to, you know, I'm not going to jump in the first 5 of the hourly because it's not going to just open and just drop this whole hourly in the first 5 minutes. But it's a nice level. Yeah, you could even short the break of the previous hourly if you wanted to. I'd like to be in before there because as soon as you start grabbing that, it's going to be a level where you want to be cautious. How long you got? 1 more minute here on gold. If it does drop from here, so be it. I'm going to wait for the next 5 minutes. If the next 5 minutes comes up and pushes up like this, then amazing. I'm going to have sells. I'm going to be risking off this, like risking nine ticks. Let's see how this next 5's going to open. We're struggling to actually close with volume though. That's my only concern. I don't want to sit in this position for too long. We want to be in and out. There's a lovely grab though. Lovely grab. If you get an instant top wick in this 5. Oh no, look at that. Breaking the low. Don't do it, Goldie. Not yet. So you just grabbed previous hourly lows there. I'm going to get ready to potentially execute a trade if we get an instant top wick in. Oh, look at that. 2 seconds before that 5 minute close, you've just gone doji. Look at that on gold. Oh, man. That's literally the reason I was waiting for that close. If we had closed... Go on, man. You're good. It's literally gold to the T.
Typical Goldie.
Yeah, typical Goldie. Literally, that was like 2 seconds before that 5 minute closed into instant doji. So you'd be stuck in that.
I was actually having my lunch and then ran back to my table to place this.
Good man. How do you manage the high spread on gold when scalping? I trade futures, man, so I don't have to worry about spreads when scalping. It's the good thing about trading futures. You don't have to worry about spreads all the time. Futures gives you amazing execution because if you trade on like, you know, if you trade on like an FX account, if you're scalping 10, 15 ticks, if you pay 2 pip spread each side, them spreads are going to add up. Whereas on futures, if I was to execute a trade right now, which I'll show you guys when we do, you would see the execution is going to be exactly as it says right here. If I was to click buy right now, my fill is going to be right here. I click buy here, and click sell here. My actual sell is like up here. If I click sell here, my sell is going to be right here. And like I say, that's the beauty of trading futures. You get way better execution for scalping. Interesting to see lag on internet. Assume you're full NBN. Yeah, I am. I ordered a 5G unit yesterday, which should be coming soon. But yeah, my NBN's awful, man. It's terrible. There you go. So gold's now grabbed previous hourly lows, never closed below this support, and now you're pushing high. So no sells just yet. Patience pays here. You know, I'm not jumping into the trade, but I'm also not taking in a loss. Every trade I've drawn up here has almost gone straight into drawdown because there's just very little volume here. Wait, I didn't know that. Yeah, man. That's the reason I moved to intraday scalping futures. And in intraday trading scalping futures, you can still trade currency pairs as well. You know, you can trade. Obviously, you can trade gold. You can trade Euro USD, which is just the Euro futures, pound, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Pretty much most instruments. So if you're scalping, it makes no sense to not trade it on a futures exchange. Like, why would you not want to? If you're scalping like 15, 10 ticks, just trade it on futures. You trade on FX, them spreads are gonna get you. If you're swing trading, you know, you can swing trade on FX. You can hold positions a little longer. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, for scalping, you want to be trading futures. Better exchanges, better fills, better funding programs. It's pretty easy to get used to. You know, my transition was pretty easy. It didn't really take me too long. If you close above here, could you go long? Back up into the highs and play this annoying little range. Possibly. Risking off this previous 5, seeing if you can rip this double top in these highs. Maybe. Till we can get the weight down on daily. Yeah, I agree. I still think this daily is going to flip bearish and at least come and grab these lows. I'm just wondering if that's going to take until the Fed speaks later on. That's my only concern. Right now, I just want to play the range. So you grab the lows of the range. So if you start closing back above, then amazing. I can look for buys up into these highs. But overall today, yeah, I agree. I think you're going to see something like this. You're at least going to come and grab these lows. Anyone who tried to buy gold here, their stop loss is going to go down here. But it doesn't mean you can't, you know, grab these highs here. So this is the kind of range from these highs to these we're stuck in, and we're just currently stuck in the middle. If all of a sudden you start, you know, flipping bearish, and I'm still open to sales on this current hourly, but I don't think we're going to be able to micromanage with the 15. Yeah, 15. You know, 15 still looks pretty nice for sales. Same as the 30. Same as the hourly. So I don't want to get too zoned into this 5 minute. Let's just sit on the 15th now. So that's how easy it is to get so zoned in on the 5 minute. Sometimes you got to zoom out. This is what you're working with. We grabbed these lows that we spoke about when we first jumped on the call perfectly, which unfortunately we couldn't scalp into it. But I don't think the range was really that big. We would have got sales from, I think it was around here. Would have hit 10, maybe would have secured partials, unlikely, and you're probably back to break even. But it's nice to see these lows grabbed. And now you want to be doing what you've done here to down here, and then to down here and down here. And as soon as you start coming down to here, that'll be that bottom wick on the monthly. How do I change normal FX to futures? It depends on if you're trading personal, if you're trading funded. If you want to trade on funded, you can check out Top Step that's pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. Great funding program. If you want to trade personal capital, I use NinjaTrader. If you want to trade on Top Step, you can execute here on TradingView as well. You can sign into your account, and you can log into Tradeovate here, and you can execute on the charts as well. So all you'll do is you'll just type in GC gold futures, and then you can start trading from this chart. This is the futures chart on gold. I made a video on. I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it. I've made a few videos on futures now. I first dabbled in futures almost what, 2 years ish, a year and a half, and I made the full-time transition like I can't remember how long ago now, 8+ months ago. And it's been good. Nothing wrong with trading FX. You can trade FX, but if you're scalping 15, 10 ticks, it just makes no sense for you to trade it on an FX exchange. Where's the video? Here it is. I'll send it in. You can give it a little watch after. All potential sells here on gold still. Sell still aren't off the cards. Just grab previous 15. Yeah, it did. So you still do have sells once you break these lows. If you break these lows, you're gonna see a pretty aggressive drive down. If you respect them, you may push up. You may do anything to us. The range is that tough that fucking anything can happen. But I will also I will be open to sells once you break these lows, and I'll be risking off them highs. If you break this low here, you know I'll have some sells off the 15, and my stop loss will be here. I will be seeing if this can have a nice drive. You will have to manage right here, which is at 5 ticks. It's not worth taking partials, but I will have to start to bring my risk down. And this is, we want to be today, like I say, whether it comes in before that news, we'll have to see, but I want to be shorting into today's open, which is the bottom wick that hasn't yet been formed. And that would give you like over 30 ticks, which is great. Just grab previous 5 high. Oh, I grabbed 5 high? Yeah, if you grabbed it here, you came very close to it again. So let me just have a look at this 15. It's going to close in 2 minutes. Yeah, 15 is looking nice. If you re-break 15 lows, you're probably going to see it push pretty well. So I'm going to have a sell soon. We got one minute. As soon as you start breaking these lows, you're probably going to see this push. Could have even fucking sold it from there. Look at that. So on the futures, where's it going to be? It's going to be around probably
58.6.
Yeah, 58.6 looks pretty nice to me. And you'd be risking off like 60.2. Let's see here. We got one more minute here. I really want to see this. I really want to see us close and commit to an area. I don't want to see shit like this. I really want to see it close nice and bearish with some good volume, and then we'll quickly snipe the momentum. So I'll be looking to take it from there. So you have a sell stop there 10. And for whoever was asking about futures, you know this is the platform here. It's pretty easy to set up and get used to. No, someone's stacking up orders. You can put a sell stop there. Delete it. You can change your contract sizing here. See, look at that. There you go. Straight back up. Actually, wait. Let me just see. Am I against sells depending on? Sorry, buys depending on this 15. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm fucking buying gold. Unless you close above, you still got liquidity up here as well. So this is kind of what we'll work with. Liquidity up here, liquidity down here. Which one are we going to grab first? That's the question. That is the question.
You can go long.
Yeah, if you go long and short at the same time, one of them will work out.
Yeah.
Just take profit on whichever one hits first.
Yeah, my stop loss is your TP.
Oil pushing back up, coming back into a nice area. You actually on the 15 have a double top there on oil, which if you come back down and retest these levels, you may come and do this, give you that top wick on that monthly, before then coming back down to do this. Alright, 15's open, grab previous 15 highs.
Even I don't see a whole heap of liquidity on the futures side. Contract.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount, is there?
Like if you look at the past, the price action for the past 1 hour before we started this stream, the candles are just like too many gaps,
Yeah.
less body.
Yeah. It's put on. Yeah, not a whole heap. Not a whole heap of volume. Well, we have just grabbed previous 15 highs. You know, if you start breaking the lows, you still have sells again. You still, I wouldn't look for any buys on gold till you close above this resistance. So as long as you trade below it, you know, we still do have to be open to sells. Because you know the 15 just closed bearish, bullish. If this 15 closes bearish, you know the 30 still makes sense. The choppier the time frame is going, the higher I'm going up and looking for reasons where it still makes sense. And as it stands, the 30 still trading below this level. Unless you close above, you can go long, but as long as you trade below it, you want to go short. Simple as that. Until you close above, you may go long, but you have a fan on. I'm sitting here in the heater, -2 today in the UK. Yeah, I got a fan that's absolutely roasting. I'm trying to turn it on and off so it's not so noisy, but it's so hot here, man. Snowing over here is crazy. Okay, everyone cares about the fan. Alright, man, thank you. Appreciate it. It's pretty noisy for me, to be honest. How's your Xmas trading plan? No trading from... Yeah, so I'll be watching the charts up until... Let me see, where does it fall? Yeah, up until like the 22nd. Sometimes you can get some volume from like, you know, the 26th, like the 29th, and you'll be back again on like the 3rd or something like that. December, you can still get some good movement on gold. You can get some very good movement on gold. Can't hear it on Zoom, but could on YouTube. Oh, sweet, cool. Alright, man, thank you. Or do you start your break earlier than 24th? Nah, well, I just look at it. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day falls on a Sunday and a Monday. So it'll be interesting to watch it. Be interesting to watch the market, see if we get some scalps on Christmas Day. I doubt it, but maybe like, you know, back on monitoring on the 27th. North Europe, -6. Yeah, it's crazy. It was like 31 here today in Australia. It's our first day of summer here. So it's been very, very hot, but I used to dream about being able to leave UK winter, so I can't complain. I can't complain. Over auto, you know, you still have a double top up here. So if you do all of a sudden, I don't want to get chopped up in this, but if you close above here, you know, back up into here, like I said earlier, is still not off the cards. I don't know which way we're going to grab. I'm simply just waiting for a breakout and trading whichever way that breaks out. We broke to the downside, so I tried to look for some sells. We're closing back in the range, so if we break above, you know, I'll go back to switching buys. No ego, no bias. I don't give a shit where gold's going to go. I'll trade it whichever way it breaks out. I have my targets down here and up here, and then it's just following the breakout into that. Not Victoria been pissing down all day. Yeah, I was actually supposed to move to Melbourne when I first came to Australia, and then everyone was like, well, if you want to escape the UK weather, don't go to Melbourne. So that's why I ended up coming to originally the Gold Coast, and then moved up here to the sunny coast. in a good part of the world. Yeah, weather-wise it's nice. Weather-wise it's nice. Some other things that aren't so great. Paying crazy tax isn't so great. So how long I stay in Australia, we'll have to see. Near Noosa, yeah, Noosa's not too far of a drive for me. Taxes are mental here, yeah. Taxes are crazy, man. Taxes are that bad that I don't know how long I'll stay here for, unfortunately. Which is a shame because I love it here, but it's unsustainable in that sense, unfortunately. And there's no escaping it here in Australia. Which is a shame because it's a beautiful place to live. If you run your own business or you make money on your own or you're a day trader, good fucking luck. So we'll see where we end up. Basically half your salary, yeah, pretty much half your salary, yeah. It's not fucking far, not fucking far off. Up to 40%, yeah. So all seems well and good, you know, having all this income, etc. Until you realise that half of it's basically gone. Same as Sweden, yeah. Same as Sweden, yeah. My friend lives in Oslo, and I think he pays like over 40% as well, which is crazy. I mean, you go to them countries and you can kind of understand why, but how long we got here? 6 minutes. Let me see how this 15's looking on Goldie. 15 offshore. Yeah, you can. I mean, there's ways to do it offshore, but if you live in Australia for more than like, I think it's like at least 6 months of the year, you still have to pay tax here. So there's no real escaping it in Australia, to be honest. I mean, there is no escaping it. It's
You are trapped in a matrix, my friend.
yeah, I'm back to the matrix. Yeah.
Choose the right pill and I'll show you.
Dubai, Puerto Rico, or Bali. Yeah, I'm open to Dubai and Bali, to be honest. I'm actually supposed to be having a call today with someone from Dubai. I just messaged him because I was supposed to have it by now. I just don't know if I would want to live in Dubai long term, but if I can set something up there, then amazing. Yeah, nice clothes here on God. You got some buys. Ask Tate for some advice. Move to Romania. So anyone who got trapped in themselves today on gold, you know, are getting stopped out. And that's the reason I stayed patient and wait for price to come to me. I'm not chasing any sells. I'm waiting for it to break out and show me that it's ready to push down. You could stay in this range all day. I don't give a shit. If you break the highs there, I'm gonna have some very nice buys. Any closure above, like, probably safe just to be there. You got buys. Your break even point will be here at 12, but you want to see if you can get this running much higher. And once you break above, you may get some good volume here. Yeah, UK. Yeah, UK's pretty high as well. Can it be forever? Yeah, give that a try, man. Give that a try. Or about Spain. I hear it's cheap to live there, but not sure about tax. Yeah, I don't know really. I mean, since Brexit, it's pretty impossible for UK people to move to Europe as well, which is also pretty annoying. But it's not cost of living in Australia. I don't mind that. It's just everything else that comes with it. Figure it out. Figure it out. Come to Hong Kong. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've never been to Hong Kong before. Looking at Japan, I think I'll probably visit Japan next year. I'd like to visit Japan next year. Japan, Singapore. I've never really been up that side of the world before. Somewhere that would be pretty cool to explore. Yeah, Hong Kong looks incredible, man. Hong Kong looks incredible. All right, Goldie. How long we got? We're just waiting 3 minutes till this. 3 minutes till this. Next 30 and 15 close. I'd love to see it break out this range, to be honest. Hong Kong, yeah, Hong Kong was nice. Hong Kong was very nice. Yeah, I'd love to go to Hong Kong, Japan. Yeah, loads of good places up there. Can be up to 47% in Spain. Yeah, fuck that. Hardest part living here in Oz is the mullets. They're not my words. Avoiding Australian shout at me. They're not my words. Someone said it else, not me. Don't come for me. Do you guys enjoy Ron? Enjoy, man. Enjoy it.
See you, Ron. See you, mate. I wonder if the ATO has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, they do. They're watching. They're coming. They're coming for you as well. Let's go bungee jumping at Macau Tower. Yeah. Japan is awesome, especially Kyoto. Oh, cool. I'm in Hong Kong. Very nice. Alright, look at that. 2 of the guys in the YouTube chat from Hong Kong. That's pretty cool. Yeah, to be fair, I'd move to Bali for a little bit as well. I think Bali would be pretty cool to live in. I liked Bali. Bali's somewhere I could live for a little bit, you know. What's your email? Get connected. Yeah, get connected. If you guys are in the same place, hell yeah, go meet up. That's what this place is. This is what this YouTube community, everything's all about. You guys networking, connecting with other traders and like-minded people. It's what the Discord is always about as well, you know. People who joined the Discord before, who had never met before, came on the trading retreat last year that are now traveling together. So it's what this place is all about. Whether it be the YouTube or the Discord, doesn't matter. This is all about you guys connecting and creating a place of good people and no egotistical BS. Everyone on the same journey. We're gonna see it's 30 close. If we're close in this range, you're gonna have to see. But basically, I'll give you guys on Discord a better outlook after, once we get some more price action. But for time being, all I'm really looking to do today is to look for some overall shorts into this daily open. Whether or not we come and grab these highs and then we can take the shorts, amazing. But you know, if you start breaking above here, you're gonna have some buys into these highs and then back up into these highs. If you break back down below, you probably could, you know, maybe retest this. You may want to wait for a break of these lows, and then you could be seeing price push back down into this open and then back down into this double bottom down here. But right now, for you guys on Discord, I'll probably update you guys in a bit. This 30 just closed back into the range, so in my opinion, there's not much value in us just sitting here watch this go sideways. I think we let it stay in this range. It's going to be the new range. You found some new support down here. This is going to be your highs. This is going to be your lows. I want to short down into here and down into here, and I want to buy up into here and up into here. I will only trade whichever way you break out. But I'm personally now not going to watch this until probably like at least the next 2 to 3 30-minute closes. Nothing's going to happen in between there. So I can go down, come back in like an hour and a half and see how this is closed. So Zoom guys, I will let you guys go. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll update you guys with another market call in, say, about 2 hours. We'll draw on some more levels, and I'll chat to you guys in Discord. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
See you guys.
Enjoy. See you guys. Bye-bye.
You man, bye.
All right, YouTube fam, I'm gonna wrap up there. You guys have my levels now. Price is just ranging. 30s goes back into range, so unfortunately, there's just no need for us to sit here and watch this. I'm going to let it range. You got a lot of news today. It's the first day of the month. Whether I get a trade today, who knows? We'll see. Someone yesterday did ask me about my my November P&L which I have actually posted on my Instagram story. So if you guys are interested in that for whatever reason, there's no flexing bullshit there. It's purely to inspire you guys. You know, I would say go and check it out on my Instagram, aaron.trades, and you guys can find it. But like I say, you guys have my levels now. All you want to do is wait for the closures above or below the range. No ego, no bias. You trade whichever way price breaks out. Let price come to you. Your job is not to predict. Your job here is to simply react. So react to the breakout, execute it, and buy up into or sell into both of my liquidity levels. But for now, I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. We'll go live again same time next week, and we'll do it all over again. I'll come back for the guys on Discord in like maybe an hour and a half, see if we get some breakouts. But if you guys on YouTube, I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.